Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. 30 for 30. 30 for 30 is the umbrella title for a series of documentary films airing on ESPN, its sister networks, and online, highlighting interesting people and events in sports history. This includes 3 volumes of 30 episodes each. A 13-episode series under the ESPN Films Presents title in 2011, 2012, and a series of 30 for 30 shorts shown through the ESPN.com website. The series has also expanded to include soccer stories, which aired in advance of the 2014 FIFA World Cup. Background. The idea for the series began in 2007 from ESPN.com columnist and Grantland.com founder Bill Simmons and ESPN's Connor Schell. The title, 30 for 30, derived from the series' genesis as 30 films in celebration of ESPN's 30th birthday, with an exploration of the biggest stories from ESPN's first 30 years on air, through a series of 31-hour films by 30 filmmakers. Volume 1 premiered in October 2009, and ran through December 2010, chronicling 30 stories from the ESPN era, beginning with the network's founding in 1979. Each film in Volume 1 details a striking sports issue or event that occurred during those 3 decades, including what Simmons describes as stories that resonated at the time they occurred, but were eventually forgotten for whatever reason. Subsequent films, including Volume 2 and online-only shorts, expanded the series beyond the ESPN era. In September 2014, Schell said, "Even though we have been at this for 5 years now, there is no shortage of incredible moments from the world of sports, so that enables us to continue making 30 for 30 films we're proud of." In 2010, John Dahl, Connor Schell and Simmons served as 30 for 30's executive producers. Volume 2. On May 15, 2012, it was announced that the 30 for 30 series would return in October 2012, with 30 all-new documentaries. The documentaries were integrated with Grantland.com by podcasts, feature stories and oral histories. Unless otherwise noted, the following films are all 90 minutes in length. O.J., Made in America. O.J., Made in America, which was directed by Ezra Edelman, was billed as a mini-series event in the 30 for 30 series. The 5-part documentary series examines the life of O.J. Simpson, as well as the broader issues of race and celebrity in the United States as it pertained to Simpson's 1995 criminal trial for the murders of his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her acquaintance, Ronald Lyle Goldman. Made in America also focuses on other aspects in Simpson's life, including his success on the football field, his celebrity away from the gridiron, and his later conviction and imprisonment in a robbery case. Part 1 aired on June 11, 2016, with Parts 2-5 airing on June 14, 15, 17 and 18, respectively. The series received week-long theatrical releases in Los Angeles County and New York City before being broadcast, qualifying it for Oscar consideration. It ultimately received the Academy Award for Best Documentary Feature at the 89th Academy Awards. 30 for 30 shorts. 30 for 30 shorts are short films that have been featured on the 30 for 30 website as well as the now-defunct Grantland.com website. They have also been featured on ESPN or its related networks, either on 30 for 30 compilation shows or on SportsCenter. 30 for 30, Soccer Stories. On January 11, 2014, it was announced that a soccer-only 30 for 30 series, featuring 2 feature-length films and 6 30-minute films, would be aired in April 2014, featuring compelling narratives from around the international soccer landscape. Additionally, a 10-part vignette series, titled Coracao, about Brazil's rich history, aired during ESPN's 2014 FIFA World Cup coverage. 30 for 30 podcasts. On September 7, 2016, it was announced that ESPN Films and ESPN Audio would produce 30 for 30 podcasts, reporting on new sports stories using a narrative podcasting approach. The series will launch in June 2017. The 30 for 30 theme music was reworked for the podcast series by Rishikesh Hirway, who is a musician, composer and the host of the Song Exploder podcast. The first season was produced and hosted by Jody Avigan and a team of in-house producers, with future episodes to be done in collaboration with outside reporters, documentarians, and ESPN talent. The first season will include the following episodes. Critical and ratings response. The series had a slow beginning. The first film, Peter Berg's King's Ransom, a chronicle of Wayne Gretzky's trade from the Edmonton Oilers to the Los Angeles Kings, premiered on October 6, 2009, to poor ratings. King's Ransom drew a 0.5 national rating and a total viewership of 645,000. The premiere of King's Ransom aired at the same time as the 2009 American League Central tiebreaker game between the Minnesota Twins and Detroit Tigers on TBS, which went into extra innings and drew a 4.5 rating. As awareness and critical acclaim grew, the viewing audience also grew. By the 7th episode, the audience had grown to a 1.8 rating and well over 2 million viewers. The AV Club review for the 8th entry, Winning Time, Reggie Miller vs. the New York Knicks, called it the most hotly anticipated of the first 8, and stated that it more than lived up to the hype. The AV Club has given positive and negative reviews for different episodes in the series, with notable critical reviews of the 3 Volume 1 episodes that had involvement by the media production arms of Major League Baseball, the NBA and NASCAR. Sponsors. Cadillac and Levi's are the presenting sponsors of the series. The Cadillac name appears on the 30 for 30 logo, while the Levi's Go Forth slogan appears on the bottom corner of the screen during the director's interstitial comments, which appear for 45 seconds at the beginning of each film and 30 seconds at the end. Commercials for both companies were shown during every intermission during the original air dates, with Levi's guaranteed a 60-second commercial slot at the beginning of the 3rd act. Cadillac replaced Honda as a primary sponsor during its time as a contributor. Honda aired parts of its Dream the Impossible documentary series in the first commercial break. Thank you for watching. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Please like and subscribe below. Please like and subscribe below.